universe in my psyche. Like this, suffering.
Down with the curtain!
The past behind, around me. I can hear it clearer now.
Been waiting for you. I thought Yang Yang said you had a super cool little buddy to show us. Where is it?
I don't know.
Did it just pop out of your tacit mark? Smells good. So, is this how it first showed up when you guys were in the Norfolk Barrens?
Yes, back then as I fought off those tacit discords, a burst of energy erupted from that statue. Two forces clashed and collided, and later, one of them emerged victorious, vanquishing the other in a violent clash. General GN and Rover later told me it was this little thing coming out of Rover's body. It was blocking or even consuming the overflow of Threnodian power. It reminded me of how Rover once absorbed frequency energy with her body in a similar fashion. Apparently, this little one is what we had detected before. It's a speculated space, or it shares similar frequencies with tacit discord's reverberations. It resembles an echo. In other words, it's your own echo, captured or absorbed at some point. That's why Baizhi couldn't confirm just how you absorbed that echo back then. And Baizhi discovered more after analyzing yours. She found a new power source within you, similar to the Crownless, but even stronger. So, the excess energy this little thing had consumed somehow ended up in your body, available at your disposal. To put it simply, you are connected. While you are two separate individuals, the bond between you and this creature is symbiotic. As it strengthens, so do you. Fortunately, since it can't ever leave your side, it's not an easy target for attackers. And if they do strike, it can seek shelter inside your body for safety. Okay, now that's pretty much it. Baizhi was going to explain it to you herself, but she has to go check on a newly appeared sonorosphere in Zhaozhou.
Wait. This is too much information for me to process. Let me get this straight. So, it helped Rover fight off the Threnodian? Seriously? This teeny tiny thing could do that? Seems unlikely. Don't look down on me. You'll regret it when you learn what I'm capable of. That poker-faced researcher was absolutely shocked when she examined me.
Oh, actually, while she mentioned highly intelligent echoes that can act on their own in other countries, said they are involved in every aspect of human life with unique abilities beyond our imagination. Those echoes are rare, though. Neither I nor Baizhi, an eco-acoustics expert, have...
Yeah, makes sense. Now we just gotta figure out where it came from. Who knows? We may find other cool echoes in that place. Well, both General G and I'll admit, thought of you can absorb reverberations with just your hand. So, do you know where exactly? Huh? How am I supposed to know? What? Yeah, it happened before she lost all memories, so we have to ask you.
But even if echoes can have memories,
Aha! Finally! That green-haired, serious guy asked me a similar question. Sorry to disappoint. Maybe... Sleeping? Seriously? It's been so long. All those happenings, all that fighting, and you... so you've got privacy to be respected. Don't worry. Your body's sound insulation is amazing. The only problem is, I never know when I'll wake up again.
that's why you kept disappearing. You went back to sleep.
I thought you'd be... So you probably... Dim-num...
The universally agreed term.
My... Dim-num... What? No way! I don't wanna... How about this? You help me. There's nothing left. I'll definitely save some for you. Just give me a name. Please? A name? Now? Yes, I want it now! Ooh, that sounds interesting. Wait,
With your old name and memories all...
yeah! Exactly like she's... I just want a name that sounds a little cool. Names are a big deal, you know. Like once you have, can't have people... That's... Let's see... Nah, nuh-uh, absolutely. Hey, it makes every difference in the... Or maybe... No. Why? I love it when people... Huh? Aha! I knew Rover would come up. You didn't just pick two random syllables, did you? I mean, yeah, it's...
Why is it?
What's wrong? What are you muttering about? Abby. Of course I like... Sure. Well, that didn't work out. I really thought we could figure it...
Maybe we can... Each special echo has a unique...
Why do you sound so unsure? Well, since... All right, all eyes on me. What's going on? I'll try again, just you see. What? Did something happen? Just a little slip, that's all. I can do it. You gotta trust me. Back then, I just stood in front of her, and that big bad Grenodian monster thing it just left. So, you didn't really do anything? Huh? No, I definitely did something. Like I said, I was asleep, and then all of a sudden, I smelled something really yummy, coming closer and closer. It was like nothing I ever smelled before. I didn't have time to think. I just had to show up and reach out for it.
So, maybe Abby's power activates automatically under certain circumstances. Perhaps Abby can't control it yet.
Yeah, it looks that way. You can't even hold your shape for very long yet. Hey! Stop looking down on me. Like I said, it was just a little slip. Really. When I think about it, I just stood there and did nothing and ended up beating a Threnodian. Imagine what I could do if I actually tried. Hey, Rover, get behind me next time we run into anything, okay? I'll keep you safe. Promise. You're so real for that, Abby. You bet. I said I'm super strong. I'll protect her.
That's very reassuring to hear, but it's...
Knew it. Nothing about Rover's ever gonna be easy to figure out. Maybe we should bring Baijia, Mr. Shangli, Yao, and all the researchers in Jinzhou? No, in the entire Huanglong together? They'll do a nice and thorough examination on Abby, and then... Absolutely no! I said no! Told that poker. I'll make it clear. I am to stay with Rover.
I agree. Abby cannot leave Rover's side, but we can't just trap her here for research. Where did you absorb Abby? What are Abby's powers, and what exactly happened between you two? There are so many questions we can't figure out yet. Our Sentinel Joy can look into the future. Nothing ever deviates from its predictions. It has already sort of guided you to the Norfolk Barrens. Now that the Threnodian crisis is over, perhaps you can consult our magistrate and our sentinel again.
Relax, relax. Speaking of that, so this... What does it look like? What? Our sentinel protects it, but why are you talking about... I can't help. Rover, did you hear that? My stomach is growling. Yep. Hello? Are you with me? You seem a bit distracted. With so much delicious food right in front of you, aren't you gonna try any? Well, if you're not interested, I'll gobble it all up. You've been absent-minded the whole day. Still bothered by that dream from last night? Wait, so you had a dream about the Sentinel? Like the one from your flashback when we saw the Sentinel statue after you lost your memory? Hang on, so let me get this straight. And then there were all these bad things going on. How exactly did it
Yeah. The time in the mountains, the Sentinel must have... It was a safe... Also, in my dream, I wasn't affected by the slowed time and could freely move in and...
It's no shock that you...
I'm not entirely sure I heard it correctly.
Mount Firmament?
You've never heard of Mount Firmament?
Hold on!
Oh my! Did that echo just...
Come on, man, relax. You know, I heard there's a country called... Oh, legends say. I've never actually... If you're curious, just head south.
The southeast the past few days, especially this morning. It's like a strong... Could it have anything to do with what you said?
I had a flashback about... I can... Jinxie said she'll... But so far, I...
Then shall we go check it out together?
Abby, are you getting sleepy again?
Greetings, Rover. What can I help you with today? I regret to inform you that Madam Magistrate is not in the City Hall. In fact, we have not heard back. Unfortunately, no. Please keep this confidential. When we captured Scar, it was around the same time. If our Sentinel... In order to investigate the Sentinel, Madam Magistrate, the looming threat of the Threnodian discouraged any... Madam Magistrate trusts you. However, the landscape around Mount Firmament... Currently, she's likely at the ferry. To learn more about Mount Firmament, you can... I trust Madam This worry about her... In her last video Madam Magistrate, Rover, Mount Firmament is a dangerous place. I have sent the coordinates to you.
I'm listening. Hey, did you notice how the mountain has a strangely pleasant smell? Well, of course I'm reliable. And don't worry if there's any danger. Well, unless there's nothing that... In that case...
Let's head to the ferry. Are you trapped here by the rain? No need for thanks. We're about to embark on a journey together. I am Chun-Li, your wayfinder. Don't worry, the rain won't last much longer. Our destination lies just beyond it. Rover, what do you know about Mount Firmament? There is a certain folk tale. Have you heard of it? While hiking in the mountains, a woodcutter came upon two people playing Weiqi and became enthralled with their game. Upon his return home, he found a world transformed. Everything was different, as if in a new reality. That mountain was a secret realm where time worked differently. The woodcutter only spent half a day inside, but outside, a century had passed. Mount Firmament is such a place. But unlike this folktale, there is a price to pay for entering and If I spend a full day in the mountains, 10 days will be taken off my lifespan upon my leaving. Reflect, not to mention, the situation on Mount Firmament right now is probably even more complex than before. The strange time patterns of Mount Firmament are tied to the Sentinel's temporal mandate. Time ebbs and flows at its will. If the Fraxidus really has imprisoned our Sentinel, causing it to lose control of its powers, that could explain the temporal disruptions. Which means Mount Firmament is basically a dead end, with no way out.
Lifespan is not the top of my concerns. Jinshi has stayed on Mount Firmament. She doesn't... Before Jinshi left for Mount Firmament, scales began appearing on her body, and her resonance ability was weakening. Those signs pointed to a dire situation for the Sentinel as well. That's why I must lead you there. You might have the key to solving our dilemma. You're here because I invited you. Sanhua was instructed to disclose my whereabouts if you ever went to City Hall and asked about Jinshi. From what I understand, there is a strong link between you and the Sentinel. More importantly, you've been the primary. That overseer tried everything to sway you and make you join their side. It's a clear sign that your involvement could disrupt their plans, especially at Mount Firmament. Records at the Grand Library tell a tale of someone who dared to enter. They were also said to have stood alongside the Sentinel. And here before me stands someone who bears an uncanny resemblance to that very individual. Is it you? If not you, who else could it be? It took me some effort to finally reach this conclusion. Rover, the journey ahead is filled with danger at every turn. Once we venture into the mountains, there's no turning back. Are you sure you still want to join me? As your wayfinder, I'll lead you to your destination. What you do after that is entirely up to you. The rain is subsiding, and the sky will soon clear. It's time for us to head out. We're at the base of Mount Firmament, but we won't enter the temporal barrier until we cross the luminous shore. Shall we proceed? The storm is coming. Some people must be itching to pound. The bridge has broken. Judging by its design and intricate details, it must... This is what they call a... It mimics the Sentinel's temporal mandate, able to reverse... My master once told me about the Court of Savante and their fearless quest to unravel the mysteries of Mount Firmament. Their dedication bore fruit in the form of fascinating inventions, such as this chronosorter. But it doesn't add up. Why hasn't this brilliant invention spread beyond Mount Firmament? This chronosorter was built beyond the temporal barrier, so its creator must have already paid the price for leaving. But even if they died, there are countless other CSC members who could replicate it. Or do these chronosorters stop functioning once they are removed from Mount Firmament? This chronosorter, weathered though it may appear, bears no signs of neglect. So let's give it a try.
Weren't they concerned about losing lifespan?
For those fanatics, nothing mattered more than the truth. He can claim such a tenacious drive and unshakable determination.
Fine harmony. Take 4.
Need more experiments.
Shine forevermore.
One with the sounds.
Perish with surprise. Embrace the change. Fine harmony.
Swift and resolute.
The Fraxidus.
They must have anticipated your...
The entrance is sealed.
It's the photon barrier. Specific steps must...
Once we reach the cave's end, we'll enter the domain of Mount Firmament. Proceed with caution.
So it can't hurt me.
Time on Mount Firmament used to simply flow slower than in the outside world. Visitors were safe as long as they remained within the temporal barrier. But what we're seeing now is different. The flow of time has gone haywire. This is what we call temporal. What was once slow and steady has become chaotic and no one knows how much they'll age after leaving Mount Firmament. But aging from youth to old, leaving Mount Firmament could turn any mortal to dust in just a moment. These poor creatures, trapped in the temporal disruption, are the most pitiful of all. Their bodies and minds have been wrapped. So, it looks like the Fraxidus did manage to capture us. I had wished that my theories would turn out wrong. As expected, my terminal isn't working. The temporal disruption is preventing it from... We can't waste a moment. Jinshi's fate isn't the only one at stake. We need to hurry to Hongjian, a town nestled at the heart.
The temporal disruptions have spared nothing on our way here. Changli, does that mean you're in danger too?
So far, nothing feels out of the ordinary. It seems the Sentinel contained the situation before being fully trapped. What's the matter? You dreamed of Hongjian? It sounds like you did dream of this place. What you just described closely aligns with the accounts documented in our over a century ago. Thankfully, the Sentinel rover, perhaps it could be a glimpse into your own path. Hongjian is a pivotal location, linking various parts of Mount Firmament. With the Fraxidus now targeting us, they'll seize any opportunity to intercept our path. But every trap has its weak points. Someone has used their resonance ability here, but it feels different from the Fraxidus aggression. And it seems like she used it in a dire situation. Could it be related to the people of Hongjian? The traces lead deeper. Let's keep moving.
Onwards. Onwards.
Someone fought here against those
Must be Jinj using her resonance, but she must have had...
Changli, there are traces here.
They're pointing north. Let's proceed in that direction.
beginning. Take 4.
Leave my experiment
Bask in starlight. Shine forevermore.
The traces disappeared at the time. Rover, we need to... The vase on the stone table seems rather peculiar.
There's something behind the waterfall.
Let's go to...
Another photon barrier.
3 photon vaults to break. Rover, use rain...
Take 4.
You two, halt!
Hold on.
Lady Xingyi!
Relax, they're our honored guests. In a single day, it's been a while, Chang.
I heard you... And now he...
For years, But the current situation... And you, young lady. My name is Xingyi. Please follow me this way. It's not safe to talk here. I believe you are here for Magistrate Jin Shi. The magistrate left Hongzhen about... That's what they call it in Hongzhen.
Lady Xin.
Madam Magistrate, are you...
I'm fine. How's the situation? Have we evacuated all the civilians?
Yes. Remaining civilians have been counted and escorted to safety.
Good. Despite... I can feel... Lady Xingyi, I can only fix the temper... Mount Firmament is in serious trouble.
The Sentinel was last seen flying towards me, but little did they know. This mechanism has allowed to get inside Myanmar.
Understood.
You are injured.
The Fraxidus... I implore you.
Yes.
Before I headed to Mount Firmament, I never intended to. The Sentinel had told me once we saved the Sentinel.
And then she left.
There's still one... The Mianlong chamber was...
I'll look into what you said.
We must. Rover and I...
And the locals? Well, I will send some men to open up the side exit for you. Head south.
Thank you.
In this place she was born.
Did Xingyi and Jinshi know each other?
Jinshi was chosen as a baby for her resonance ability and raised in City Hall to become the Sentinel's appointed resonator. All the government workers there helped care for and teach her at some point, including Lady Xingyi. She grew up with immense responsibilities, forced to suppress.
I assume this is the...
This should be the end. We will need... Nothing. I've never heard of any human civilization having the ability to manipulate time. Unless we need to.
Onwards.
Acetite fulminate on that cliff? Perhaps we can create an opening in this disk with an explosion. The blockade has been lifted. Let's go in.
Onwards.
Why are there tacit discords here? No.
Our lights shine through. Evil be cleansed. So be it. Moment of awakening.
Rumble in all directions.
Swift and resolute. Down with the curtain! Ha! Ha! One with the sounds.
The hour of hope take form. Beckoning light. Why not? Together we fight! Heaven ordained. Banish all vice.
That thing up ahead. Is it another mechanism?
Glowing patterns on that gate. It's a flare? Yes. The flare crests have a complex structure, but they can be deciphered with patience. See how each star represents a flare stone? That mechanism we accidentally solved earlier should... Yes. We still need the other... Wait. The blood and scales here. It's Jinshi. She is likely teetering on the edge of overclocking. We are running out of time.
Onwards.
Decades have passed, but those researchers' presence still lingers in this place. The Sentinel situation is worse than we thought. It had already... With one of the temporal programs lost,
So, the Sentinel protected Hongzhen with its power.
It would seem... According to their theories, the Sentinel's injury would worsen over time. And if... So the Fraxidus... There's nothing we can... Only the Mianlong chamber can In the end, the Sentinel couldn't be fixed, so they decided to... Their experiments resulted in the first No. A chronosorter can only rewind time within a narrow range. It's no match for the Sentinel's immense power. We are getting closer and closer to the truth. 2 more flare stones left. Everything aside, first we must find Jinshi.
Careful. Befuddle my bow. Nothing to worry about. I need to recharge. Hear the thunder!
Another chronosorter. The second flare stone should be behind this gate. There is still... One last flare stone to go.
Something above the carrier lift seems stuck.
Is that so? So this file confirms that they activate when and this also answers my previous question. No, it was nowhere near enough. Plus, according to the court, which states the collision, yes, that countless chronosorters were made to collide with the one chronosorter briefly. This proved that a second awakening can indeed improve resonance ability. The research log mentioned that it's similar to how overclocking happens when a resonator. No. In addition, the chronosorters required manual control, while the Sentinel Jue appeared in the only incident of success, and the Sentinel successfully transferred some. Rover, do you have. Jinshi. Don't worry. Rover is special. Shh. I gave my word to be your and let's not forget, Rover has a strong...
But... Thank you. Rover...
Let's... What did you find in Truth Seeker's...
According to the court of Savant, as time passed, only their records indicate to reverse the rapid aging of...
Let's say you can achieve.
I understand. I share a resonant... Sentinel... The temporal... Without the Sentinel blocking out tasks...
So what do you plan to do, Jinshi? If the Sentinel's condition is... Today it's Mount Firmament, but tomorrow it could be all of Jinzhou.
If it truly... It's the only...
Have you thought of trying to trigger a sec... We both know what that means. You could lose your... On top of that, I can see right through your facade.
You're one to talk, my teacher. I learned from the best.
Oh? I don't remember ever teaching you that. We all die eventually, but we need to stay alive as long as we can to achieve more. Jinshi, you must live and inherit the Sentinel's power. Then you can save and protect these people for years to come.
Chengli.
Jinshi, I don't intend to stop you. I know you've made it. That's why I brought Rover here. You may have already guessed it. All evidence we've gathered point... If anyone can help us with the situation at Mount Firmament, it must be Rover.
Thank you, my teacher. Jingshi will keep your words in mind.
Lastly, we still don't know for sure how the Fraxidus is keeping... Yes, it could be any of these scenarios. Lady Xingyi is already on the case. We should get an answer soon. The cipher key...
Cut! Onwards.
Look, our last target. On those floating floor tiles. We need a way to restore them. It worked. The court of Savantes set many traps here. They must have worked hard to protect...
Take form. Bask in starlight.
Perish in flames. Take form.
One with the sound.
My blade yearns.